in Islamic law, what the position is that a father is liable to maintain the daughter till she marries. He says, I'm desirous of and capable of educating my daughters in any professional stream. And I'm desirous and capable of conducting and celebrating the marriages by meeting high-end expenses with any good and high-profile family.
That is, when you give me custody, she demanded all the jewels that I have given to her, the jewels that they have given to me. Gifts were in plenty because a High Court judge was celebrating his daughter's marriage. And here is the acknowledgement for having taken jewels worth 500 grams, which is now 30 lakhs. This is the first judgment, my lord. Second judgment, with regard to the claim of rupees 16,000 by way of marriage expenses, the learned judge in answer and discussion of issue number 5 has rightly held that Babai, daughter, was a married daughter and that unmarried daughter, second one, if adult, unmarried daughter, if adult, unmarried, cannot claim maintenance under section 23 of the Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act. I see no reason to hold otherwise with regard to this item. The third judgment I would quote to my lordship's kind consideration is page 22.
Yes.
Head notes.
Yes.
A Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act, Hindu Minority and Guardianship.
Yes.
Sued by minor represent next friend for maintenance against father, maintainability. Next column, my lord. The expression maintenance is defined in subclause B of section 3 of the Maintenance Act to include provision for food, clothing, residence, education, medical attendance, and treatment. It is nowhere stated for marriage expenses.
Yes.
The inclusive part of the definition relates to the basic requirements in life, and neither of the parents is entitled to escape this liability. These are the judgments that I bring it to your lordship's kind consideration for denying them. I am not liable to pay them.
Yes.
In fact, my lord, this is what Supreme Court says.
You can pass it on to the court.
There is no illa nando. This is my notes. I'll just quote this, just for my lord's kind consideration. There is no straitjacket formula for fixing quantum of maintenance. A careful and just balance must be drawn between all relevant factors. The maintenance awarded must be reasonable and realistic, and avoid either of the extremes. That is, maintenance awarded to the wife should neither be so extravagant which becomes oppressive and unbearable, like arrears of maintenance, school fees, marriage expenses for the husband.
No, without
Nor
a
should it
citation,
be-
Mr. Counsel, without a citation, just like that, you can't read the notes.
Yes.
Those are all the settled law. Now, as far as on the merits of it, you have advanced your arguments. Court
Yes.
has noted down. Anything?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
May I just, in Islamic law, what the position is that a father is liable to maintain the daughter till she marries. May I just pass on that judgment, my lord?
Yes.
Thus, both under personal law and the statutory law, the obligation of a Muslim father having sufficient means to maintain his minor children unable to maintain themselves till they attain majority, and in case of females, till they get married is absolute, notwithstanding the fact that the minor children are living with a divorced wife. That's one. And then, Lord, your Lordship may kindly see the judgment in Rajnesh's case. As to what is this maintenance, my learned friend asked, saying there is no definition. Para 91 at page 375. Living expenses of the child would include expenses of food, clothing, residence, medical expenses, education of children. Extra coaching classes or other vocational training courses to complement the basic education must be factored in while awarding child support. Albeit it should be a reasonable amount to be awarded for extracurricular coaching classes and not an overly extravagant amount which may be claimed. Education expenses children must be normally borne by the father. If the wife is working and earning sufficient, expenses may be shared proportionately between the parties.
Yes.
And in the previous paragraph, my lord, para 90.4, an able-bodied husband must be presumed to be capable of earning sufficient money to maintain his wife and children. Cannot contend that he is not in a position to earn sufficiently to maintain his family, as held by the Delhi High Court and so and so. Onus is on the husband to establish with necessary material that there are sufficient grounds to show he is unable to maintain the family and discharge his legal obligations for reasons beyond his control. If the husband does not disclose the exact amount of his income, an adverse inference may be drawn by the court. Court and so cited the judgment and so with approval and held that the obligation of the husband to provide maintenance stands on a higher pedestal than the wife. And from what date it should be awarded? It is from the date of the application. That is what Supreme Court has said. And my lord, he himself in his affidavit filed before the court, he says, I am desirous of and capable of educating my daughters in any professional stream. And I'm desirous and capable of conducting and celebrating the marriages by meeting high-end expenses with any good and high-profile family. I don't know. Marriage need not be with any high-profile family. It has to be with a good man.
Yes, that is when you give me custody. That was the application for
These are
custody,
to-
wherein I have stated, I am ready to take care of them, give my education to the best of my ability. A tailor's son cannot send his daughter to Florida. He can send her to St. John's School or National High
Yes.
School.
Lord, I think, Lord, obligation of a father is to the children. Mother is not asking for, or the wife is not asking for money. I can understand all these allegations against the mother. But children are saying, I have to be educated. Mother has taken money from the father and the brother to educate. Now it is your obligation to pay. And the entire expenses which we have listed out, and which, my Lord, your Lordships will find, which we have pointed out in the petition from page 127 onwards, has not been disputed at all. Not a single question, even in cross-examination, challenging any of it.
Yes.
All of that, no, actual expenses incurred. We are not asking for anything more. Pay those expenses so the children are, at least the children have the money, and I repay my father and my brother. And all these arguments, my Lord, that he is a judge or whatever he may be, he is also a grandfather. So he has undertaken that obligation of educating the children, ensuring that they come to this level, which the father has not. And from 2014 onwards, he's not even bothered to look at the children till now.
Yes.
Two important things I forgot to submit before your lordship.
Please, sir.
When a compromise meeting was held
Yes.
by a registrar of this honorable court, she demanded all the jewels that I have given to her, the jewels that they have given to me, and the gifts we got. If I am not mistaken, gifts were in plenty because a high court judge was celebrating his daughter's marriage. Everything she took it. She did not bother to give me a single gift packet. And here is the acknowledgement for having taken jewels worth 500 grams, which is now 30 lakhs. It's not as if I deny her this marriage expenses, she will be bereft of funds. She has funds. 30 lakhs is there available with her. This is her written.
Yes.
Then second important point that I forgot to mention with your honor's kind permission, with lordship's kind permission. This is the application IA number 10 for maintenance. Has he spoken about, claimed or prayed about the marriage expenses? No. Application 11 for school fees. Has he claimed about the marriage expenses? Is there a law? Was there a pleading? There is no law. There is no pleading. There is no prayer. Therefore, there is no adjudication. I was unable to answer that. If he had pleaded, this is most important in my respectful submission, my lord, that throughout the length and breadth of your case, there is not an iota of mention of marriage expenses demanding. It is a trial court's ambition, trial court's feeling that it should
Yes.
grant this matter, this maintenance, the
Yes.
marriage expenses.
Heard
It's
the
purely
counsel.
uncalled for.
Heard the council's result.
तलाक केवल दो लोगों को नहीं तोड़ता बल्कि एक पूरे परिवार को बिखेर देता है। इसका सबसे गहरा असर बच्चों के मन और भविष्य पर पड़ता है। आपकी राय क्या है, नीचे कमेंट जरूर करें। कर्नाटक हाई कोर्ट की सुनवाई में एक महिला ने अपने पहले पति से मेंटेनेंस की मांग की है, जिसमें अब वो अपनी बेटी की पढ़ाई के लिए पैसे और जो रकम उसने अपने पिता और भाई से उधार ली थी उसका भी रिइंबर्समेंट चाहती है। इस पर पति पक्ष ने जवाब दिया कि जब तलाक हुआ था उस समय लड़की के पिता हाई कोर्ट के जज थे, इसलिए शादी में काफी महंगे तोहफे आए थे जिन्हें पत्नी अपने साथ ले गई थी। साथ ही लगभग 30 लाख की ज्वेलरी भी जो आज तक कहीं मेंशन नहीं की गई। दोनों पक्षों की दलीलें सुनने के बाद माननीय न्यायाधीश ने आदेश सुरक्षित रख लिया है। फिलहाल के लिए बस इतना ही। जल्द मिलेंगे इस केस की अगली अपडेट के साथ। धन्यवाद।